And good morning, everyone. Welcome to Marathon Mondays with Mal. It's a beautiful Monday morning here in Coburg at the world headquarters of Marathon Coach. I've got a piece of bamboo from our tiki party with me. I don't know why, but I think I was going to take it out to the Sofa Palace. We've been to the Sofa Palace before on Marathon Mondays, and that's actually where we're going to head this morning. That's why I've got this in my hands, because I was just in the Sofa Palace talking with Kevin and Charles. We're going to head in there and talk to them about a project they've been working on through the service department here. And so let's head in there. Wanted to walk down this hallway. We started out here. Todd and I are out here looking at these photos. These photos are great. When a customer comes and they do a custom order, Coach, or let's say a customer comes and they want to look at inspiration for paint jobs, they walk these halls and they look at what we've done and they pick out, well, I like this element, well, I like that element, well, I really like how this color works. You know, no two coaches have ever been built alike, and so because no two coaches have ever been built alike, they've never been painted alike. So if you're reimagining a coach, you can pull elements from other coaches, or you can do it all yourself with the help of our engineering team, our design team, or Pete Sutton, who does all of our paint jobs. All right, let's head inside here. There's kind of a famous coach right there. I love that picture in front of the corporate office, which is where we are right now. All right, to the Sofa Palace. One of the neatest things about this is all of these hides, all of these leather hides. And we've talked about these leather hides on Marathon Mondays before. I'm actually gonna put down the bamboo. We've talked about these hides before. We've talked about what is good hand, how the leather feels in your hand. That's one thing that really comes into play when you're talking about upholstery. And Kevin and Charles are down here working on this project, and I think we should talk to them about what they're doing, why they're doing this. Everybody, you've met Kevin before on Marathon Mondays.
Hey.
What, how many years with Marathon?
Almost 10 now.
Almost 10. So, Kevin, you're with the service department. You and Charles are up here working on this project. What's going on this morning?
So we're doing a full sofa, dinette, flange, a whole entire install here for this customer.
Is this so this is a coach that a pre-owned coach that they decided to reimagine?
That's right.
Okay.
That's absolutely. So we're doing
this is a
the
huge
sofa with the fold down into a bed, or you could lay probably across it.
Okay.
Like I was saying before, we're adding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seats with seat belts. So that's something that they didn't have a single seat on this side of the coach with a seat belt. So
okay.
We definitely have that.
So this is this one of the largest sofas you've seen us build? This is a very long
Going
sofa.
from one end of the side out to the other, yeah, that's about as big as you can get it.
For sure. Wow. So what was the customer's, I'm going to switch sides here with you. What was the customer's inspiration for doing this reimagining of their sofa in their salon?
Yeah, so I believe this customer has a pretty good sized dog kennel.
Oh.
That they actually took out their original sofa to put the kennel there, and then decided they want their sofa back. And so we're gonna completely rebuild the entire thing to match.
Excellent. Side. Okay, so they did have the where there used to be a sofa, they had dog kennels.
That's right.
And now they wanted to go back to sofas. This is beautiful. How long does something like this take you? How long you've been working on this project for a while?
It's been a few weeks, yeah. So the fabrication was done with all the bones and all the custom cut wood out of the CNC machine.
Right.
And we had another tech kind of do the original assembly of all the framing. And then it comes up here upstairs to start with the springs and foam, and then we put on patterns for the leather and go from there.
Wow. Now that is something that we can touch on real quick. Considering that we're in the Sofa Palace, let's talk about the actual guts of the sofa.
Sure.
We build these sofas. These are not something that we go down and buy a sofa and reupholster.
Right.
We build it from the ground up.
Absolutely, 100% from scratch.
That's great.
From raw wood, raw materials. All the foam is custom ordered, custom measured and ordered, and all the rest of the foam we custom cut here and install ourselves.
Wow, that is great.
You'd never know it's just raw wood underneath it all. You know, once it's all
For sure.
foamed up and covered. So.
And I mean, for those of you who haven't sat on our couches, these are extremely comfortable. Like you said earlier, you could put this portion down to is this a jackknife portion?
Sure is.
Look at that. You could put it down and sleep on it like this, or you could sleep on it with it out jackknifed.
Right.
There's storage underneath. I'm a big fan of the jackknife sofa because it adds a lot of versatility to the concept.
Sure, sure. So the springs on this side are a little bit more hefty, just
Okay.
because you're using a lot of weight on them.
This is where you sit. This is where you sleep.
Right.
This is the sitting surface.
Right, but then they're kind of custom, adjusted, so that way when you do sleep on it, you don't roll back and forth.
Right.
And so it's kind of what our master upholsterer over there, John, kind of figured out over time just through customers' suggestions.
Sure.
Like, hey, I'm rolling off on this side a little, so we've adjusted that, to maintain integrity, but also when it's into a bed that is comfortable.
That's a good point. I mean, it's more than just throwing some fabric over some foam. This has been designed. It has been engineered.
You can see from the back of the dinette here, there's the metal spring framework behind it, but that'll be a different spring as the ones on the seats.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Well, that's great. I love the fact that Marathon, truly a custom coach. I mean, we build exactly what the customer wants when it comes to something like this. It is a custom sofa. They reimagined their salon and wanted that, and that's what you guys are doing. That's great. Yeah, I can't say enough about our service department. I mean, you've been there 10 years. I mean, the guys that work down there, they are really a big part of the Marathon experience.
Well, sure. We definitely translate that amount of quality to every rebuild that we do.
Yes.
Everything that a customer would want after the coach is built from production is mirroring the exact amount of fit and finish and quality. Every square inch of the thing is exactly what they would get from a brand new deal.
Now, you just mentioned that, and that is something that I think we've talked to. Someone said that to me months ago. That I think it was when we were doing a TV upgrade in the salon, in the bedroom, and someone said, I don't know if maybe it was Chuck, who you work with. Chuck down in service said, we want the new TV in the bedroom to look like this was originally here when the coach was originally built.
That's right. Yeah, absolutely.
Wow. So everybody, thanks for joining us here. Marathon Mondays is always fun, and big thanks to Kevin and Charles back there who are really doing what Marathon does best, building custom coaches every single day. Thanks again, Kevin.
Hey,
appreciate your time.
Of course.
And be yourself and do good things. I think it's coffee time. Have you had your coffee?
Almost.
Oh, see? Almost. Me, it's time. Take care, everybody. Have a good Monday. All right, everybody. We just left the Sofa Palace. That's right. We just left the Sofa Palace, and we're going to head through the interior design studio. I know Brenda's in there, and I know Daryl's in there. And we're going to go into the actual upholstery shop. We were just in the Sofa Palace talking with Kevin and Charles, but I want you to see a seat that's going into the cockpit of a new coach. This is actually an alternate take. This is for the DVD extra features. So when you buy the DVD of Marathon Mondays, you can see this in the special features. So we're going to head in here and we're going to take a look at this cockpit seat. Oh, there it is. So a couple days ago, I was literally walking through here to head to my office, and I saw this seat, and I had to stop. I posted a photo to Marathon Mondays page. Take a look at this seat. This is the cockpit seat that's going into 1300, Marathon Coach 1300. This leather with the Python embossed leather inserts. Take a look at this. And one thing that Mickey and I were talking about is the embroidery of this seat. It just gets no better than that. It just stands out. It's so classy. What a fantastic cockpit seat. I know that this was designed by Brenda, who we just saw on camera. That embossed Python styled leather. Okay, everybody, so that's about it. This is for the DVD special features. Just wanted to, so you could see a little bit of kind of what's coming up. This is going to be in Coach 1300, so I'm excited about it. Of course, it's going to have massage features here, but it's I've always been impressed with how much quality goes into the craftsmanship of what we build. And I know we talk about it a lot, but that's what Marathon Mondays is about. The ability to show you every single Monday why you should purchase a Marathon coach, quite frankly. And for those of you who already have, you're out there enjoying it, and you know the fit and finish of a Marathon. Anyway, everybody, I'm going to get out of here. So you know already to be yourself and do good things. Enjoy that seat.